In 2025, if I ask you what is the first word that comes to your mind when I say KTM, it will be still that word Chapri. But it should be the words like speed, aggressive looks, and raw power delivery. There are only a few brands in the motorcycle world that can truly give you the feel of raw power in your hands and the uncontrollable adrenaline rush at high speeds. Yes, this is KTM. From the raw aggression of their sharp designs to the beastly performance that gets your heart racing, KTM bikes are not just machines, they are beasts on two wheels. With an impressive MotoGP lineup, KTM dominates the racetrack, securing podiums and setting records also. Despite being such a big global brand with incredible bike lineups for both commercial and racing purposes, in India, it's struggling for its brand image. Many people still in 2025 label it as a Chapri bike. So the question comes, how did the bike become so popular and yet so hated in such a short time? What caused this perception? And which set of riders are actually responsible for it? Back in 2007, KTM made its first entry into India by signing a partnership with Bajaj, acquiring a 14.5% stake in KTM Power Sports. Then in 2012, KTM launched its first bike, KTM Duke 200. There were good bikes at that time like Pulsar 220F, Ninja 300, Ninja 250R, Suzuki Gixxer, Yamaha R15, Hero Charisma. Comment down and let me know which was your favorite bike. I definitely missed some of them. But in that crowd, KTM Duke 200 stand out as a completely different machine. With its great power delivery, speed, suspension, impressive braking, and most importantly, the naked sports look. In the upcoming years, KTM also launched 125, 250, 390cc models and also made entry to the adventure category motorcycles in the future. KTM's sale in India was growing exponentially throughout the years. Yes, we can say that the overall sales figures of the KTM bikes never affected that much, but its brand value hugely affected with the time in Indian market. So it leads us to a question, how did KTM's brand image suffer so badly in India?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, it is our responsibility to handle such raw powers with care, and imagine getting this power in a very cheap value. Results in misuse of the power. Same thing happened with KTM bikes. The affordability. Affordability, which should be the strength for the KTM, turned into a great threat for the KTM bikes. Due to its low price, this beautiful machine ended up in the hands of people who doesn't care about riding rules on roads, overspeeding in crowded roads, unconditional brakings, causing accidents and lot more. This is how a certain users, so-called Chapri riders, destroyed the reputation of the brand. For years, this was the main reason why some responsible riders or people who dreamed of owning a KTM bike did not even want to associate themselves with the brand. They felt that after purchasing a KTM, others would not respect them and might even label them as a Chapri based on their appearance. As a result, they ultimately chose alternative options or owned one despite all the negative comments. Currently, KTM has a great lineup of bikes they can offer, from the sports naked to the adventure bikes. Their upgradation to the Gen 3 models also improved the performance of the bikes in many aspects. And most importantly, the price of the bike also went up. So the term affordability for the KTM bikes is not there anymore. So how can KTM along with us as responsible riders help to revive the brand's image and break free from that negative level? How can we ensure that people don't hesitate to buy or reject this motorcycle solely because of that perception? KTM should build a responsible riding community as Royal Enfield did. By this strategy, the brand can more connect with the people. In 2021, KTM introduced the Pro XP program in India, where you can explore your KTM bikes for off-road adventures, street and track. More like this will definitely build a responsible community for the KTM bikes. They should show up their bike capabilities that other bikes can't offer. People will find the reasons to purchase the bike. As a rider, customer or critic, we should judge bikes based on their performance, looks, price, use case, requirements and many other factors that define a bike fundamental, but not on the basis of that level Chapri. KTM are the bike of speeds. In fact, their tagline is ready to race. As a rider, you will definitely know where to unleash the beast and where you need to ride it gently. It is our responsibility to critique the bike in the right way and spread the correct perception to the others.